Hey guys, Richard not at Writing Room here doing my latest James Patterson book review. I'm doing it in the shed, as you can sort of see. That angle there. My ferret is eating at the top right now. Hey, there he is. One's down the bottom. Yeah, if I'd just do a review in here because I've done a shed review in ages. So yeah, book 3 of the Alex Cross series, Jack and Jill. So on to it then. So yeah, this is one of those books that was quite easily forgettable, to be honest. I mean, books 1 and 2 got the film treatment. Book 5, Popular Weasel, was the first one I ever read. And then Cat and Mouse not long after, which was book 4. And then I read a few others. I can't remember what point I was finally completely up to date. I'll have them all read in order, probably book 10 or something. But yeah, this is kind of one of the ones I went back to after. Yeah, it's a good book. 4 out of 5 I'd give this. It's just not overall as great as the others. So plot is a couple, man and woman, call themselves Jack and Jill, are committing like high-profile murders with politicians and anyone important, and their ultimate target is the President of America. And then there's another story going on with this kid who just murders children, and it's like the other side story going on. He of course gets mad. He's not like getting all the attention. Even Alex Cross gets taken off his case because that's happening in his neighbourhood in order to deal with Jack and Jill. And the kid ain't particularly happy about it and wants to prove he's more important. So yeah, I say kid, and that's the not that unobvious, to be honest, but yeah, that's kind of like the twist. The murderer who's been murdering all his children is only 13 years old. He's just this like complete psycho who's not taking his medication. He's just this complete monster, and yeah, he's just got no good qualities whatsoever. It's just so weird watching that someone so young behaving like this. He just finds it funny. All the people he's like beaten to death really gruesomely. So yeah, he also murders random people as well, like the Damon's head teacher, Christine. He just kills her husband, shows up, presumably thinking Alex is there, decides he'll kill Alex, that way he'll get more attention, and finds out this man must be her husband, shoots him dead instead, which basically leads the way for Christine to eventually become Alex's girlfriend. That's quite obvious from reading this one. You can see they're setting that up at the end. So yeah, Alex basically catches him. Quite a clever move. He basically goes into the house and puts as much distance possible between him, the killer, and Christine, so that effectively he can get a clear shot of one of them, and that's how Alex is able to take him down. He realises what Alex has done way too late. So yeah, it's good to see that, and also that he just gets thrown in prison. Or probably get, he's probably more likely to be an insane asylum, if not prison, but yeah, after young offenders, who knows. So yeah, that's like that plot. It's like the last one gets resolved. But yeah, the Jack and Jill ones, it's this couple, there's this guy, the Jill is his like girlfriend, who's basically just this like plain woman. He's seemingly taken advantage of that, and yeah, they just kill all sorts of like important people, and the idea is they're getting rid of anyone who are fairly unworthy. They're living the high life at the expense of other people. It's is like they're the type of people are targeting, and it's random. That's how they get away with it for so long. There's no pattern at all, other than people that can be seen to be bad. So yeah, it's really well done, well written. In the end, Jack kills Jill. He because he's got his own life, marriage, and all of that, so he has to get rid of her. And of course, that is after they've been successful. They do indeed kill the president. So he's a fictional president. It seems like he's being English, not too much knowledge of the American law system, but that Simpsons episode when 1996, Kang and Kodos basically become president, race the president in place of Bill Clinton and Bob Dole, so that the winner can just enslave America, and the Americans naturally vote for aliens that will enslave the world rather than a third-party candidate. It seems that the president from this is a third-party candidate, and the changes he plans to make basically makes him a lot of enemies, and yeah, so that Jack and Jill are very much working for high important people, which in his at the top level as well. Yeah, it's really bad, but they catch him. Yeah, Jack thinks he's gone away with it, even frames someone successfully, but his mistake, that was too much faith in Jill. As a backup, she when they commit one murders, she actually has the camera on Jack's face, so they're able to catch him that way. Fair enough. Yeah, he doesn't try to escape. He realizes he's caught and goes down. They then and then leads him to the people that are probably in charge. Highest up people and that you've got, and they just don't like the changes that this president is planning. The little guy takes over is just not going to change things. It's a real shame, and he talks a lot about JFK in 1963. So yeah, I imagine anyone who was there at the time of that and then read this probably would have seen the similarities. It seems like that's what they're going for. And yeah, the so that's all stopped. Alex is off these cases, gets to relax a bit, and yet new romance with Christine building. Well, it's friendship, but yeah, it feels different. Yeah, there's not much time to go, but you get a feeling after Kate in Kiss the Girls, this will turn into a romance. You'll see in Pop Goes Weasel. And so the oh yeah, the other big plot. So Gary Sinigi is still Alex's mind because he's escaped from prison twice. As of this point, he's on the run. No one knows where he is. And yeah, Alex has got this new cat, Rosie the cat, that's just one day showed up at the house and moved herself in, which Alex has accepted. Turns out that cat was sent by Gary Sinigi. There's a great bit at the end when he calls him, letting him know, yeah, just so you know, she was my gift to you. Alex is like, what? Christine is like, yeah, you're Rosie the cat. Just know that every time you see her, you'll know that I'm in your house, and I'll see you very soon. And yeah, that sets up book 4, Cat and Mouse, which is all about him coming back for his revenge. So yeah, I thought I'd just do the book review in here. Basically changing jobs in a couple of weeks. This is my last week at my current job. They have like a book library. You can just donate books, leave them there, obviously to take them back eventually, or just donate them. I'm just going to leave this here. I recycled books 1 and 2 because they're in pretty terrible condition. And anyways, I got so many books to like charity shop or sell. I was probably just going to recycle this as well. I mean, it's not exactly uncommon. It's not in the nicest shape, and I didn't plan to keep these books. I mean, I read these back nearly 20 years ago in this one's case, and yeah, I didn't keep them. As I do love some books, some I don't really want to keep my copies. I mean, plenty I do. I've still got my Farthing Wood books. In fact, one is a copy I bought in 2004, brand new. And then the others I bought new over time since then. Roald Dahl book set I bought in like 2016 or something. Harry Potter set from the same year or after. Hung on to all those, but then there's some I don't really bother keeping. Yeah, it's no insult to the books. After all, my original copy of Lord of the Rings, got rid of that years ago because it was in quite bad shape after buying it new in 01, and I just thought a really nice new copy in 2016. So I should reread that soon. But yeah, some books I keep, some books I don't, and I'm not too bad about this. Maybe one day I'd have like a bookcases filled with books, but I don't see the need to. I mean, I actually looked when I was planning to get all these again. Library didn't have most of them, but I got this and like 10 at once in a charity shop in Nottingham. They're not hard to come across, and even if I wanted to buy it on eBay, I could have got it for £1 easily. So yeah, why not? But that's why I'm doing this here now, because I'm back to work tomorrow and I had to get this done quick so I could return this, drop this off tomorrow. But yeah, that's it then. So that's it. So also I've been following a current pattern. It's a Star Wars book, a James Patterson book, and a Harry Potter book, and then a Warhammer book. Although I broke the pattern because I'm going to London next week to see my family. They actually got me a set of Star Wars books 2 Christmases ago, and I'm actually on book 3 now. If I'd started that a week ago, I'd have, instead of this, that would be done. Basically, I want to be like, if possible, reading that book while I'm in London, so I can see I'm reading the book they got me. That might not happen because who knows how quiet it is at work, etc. That may be done by my trip next Monday. I kind of hope not, but if it is, it is. But yeah, either way though, if I'd read Thrawn 3 a week ago, in place of this, there's no way Thrawn 3 wouldn't be done by London next week. It'd be done by now, and I'll be on this now. So this basically got read into place. In other words, James Patterson, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and no Warhammer because of a big hardback book I want to get read before my holiday. But yeah, and so this book's basically been read a little bit earlier than planned, but yeah, why not? Something a bit different is cool. But yeah, that's it then. I hope you enjoyed the review. Jack and Jill, definitely recommended. Not as good as books 1 and 2, and I always preferred 4 and 5, to be honest, as they were the first 2 that I read. But yeah, this is no way the worst of James Patterson Alex Cross books. It's just, again, good story. The president basically being murdered by a couple of like psychos with a operation going way over like the heads of anyone you'd expect. But overall, it's just, he's wrote much better books, more memorable characters. I think that's often the thing when you get characters like Gary Sinigi, the Weasel in book 5. These guys are like really memorable. Jack and Jill aren't, despite what they actually succeed. But yeah, that's it then, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.